Hey, everybody. Welcome as we jump in to take a look at Numidium. That is a Skyrim Wabbajack mod list with a focus. One of the main focuses is becoming High King of Skyrim. So we'll take a look at that. We'll see what that looks like. One of the things, or two of the things that are required in order to do so, is the need for you have to complete two quest lines. One is the Cidna quest line, right? So that means we got to go to Markarth, and we got to do all that stuff and get imprisoned at Cidna. The other one is one that I'm not as familiar with, and for some reason it escapes me right now exactly what the name of that quest line is. But I got a funny feeling that even if when we finally get to that one, it's going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit before we even get that far. So by that time, I will know the quest line that we must complete, and then it's going to bring in new characters. So it's kind of interesting because it brings in new characters, new mechanics, and kind of where you'll have your contact, but then you'll have kind of like your court, right? That you can basically boss around and have them do things for you. Get a royal armorer, all kinds of things. So I'm very curious to see how that plays in with the rest of Skyrim, right? And see how that changes things. So we're gonna get jumping in here now. If this is the type of content you like, you know what to do. Like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. All right. So let's start a new game. And then we will start putting together our character. Okay. So what I'll do is while it's loading in, I'll pause for a few minutes, let this load in, and then we'll create.
Awaken, my child.
And see exactly.
You stand at the precipice of destiny.
Okay. We'll return once we figure out exactly. I'm still debating because you can either be High King or Queen of Skyrim, but like I like to usually do the female characters because I like watching them run around on screen and everything. I just for this one, I'm just thinking, is it time for Skyrim to have a strong High King, or do we want a strong Queen? But then what about Ellison, right? Can we, can she be our partner? So we'll see, right? And so I'll return once I figure out who I'm going to be. All right, guys, we're back. And we have Goku. Welcome to Numidium. Don't forget to read the gameplay guide. And, I read it. And, no, I don't remember a single thing that I read. So, there we have it. Oh, okay. We can select it. 2. Oh, natural. Race divine gifts. Start with 100 health stamina. Armor, clothing you wear, you lose 40. Up to a maximum loss of 160 with. So basically, they want you to donate. This skill, shoot and kill, blows across the bow, however they draw points slower. love food but hate medicine. Food benefits are twice as strong, but potions have 50% their quarter. So we are definitely going to keep that one. All right. Then runner. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Weapons, armor, and magical stabs made of iron, wood, steel, fur, or hide are 25% stronger. Otherwise, they're 10% weaker. Reading books grants an extra skill point, and trainers cost 50% less. However, every 5 levels, you don't gain a perk. I'm gonna table that one real quick here. Survivor of Helgen. You emerge from Helgen, breathe in flame, marked by fire that was never meant to spare you. Some would call it divine purpose, others a cruel jest. You gain 25% fire resistance, however, the shadow of the world eater still clings to you. You deal okay, no. You're definitely. Mm-hmm. Um Through rigorous fasting, you've forsaken the comforts of food in pursuit of spiritual clarity and physical lightness. Your body moves freely and your mind sharpens. You gain plus 50 carry weight. Additionally, regenerate 1 stamina per second. However, food offers no benefit. That one is I'm not clear because with survival, does it not allow me to at least, you know what I mean? I'm not worried about the benefit of the food. I'm really worried about it not counting for survival stuff. Okay, we're not gonna be alone. Blood of the hunt. Nope. Oath Forge. Every star tells a story of resilience and the force of art. Alright, so or yeah, there's 2 different spells. And you can see there's ones. Oh, let's look at this one. Like the Ansei of Legend, you fight with unmatched flourish, blades dancing in perfect harmony. Dual wielding swords grants a 5% chance to evade attacks, 10% critical chance, and 10% more critical damage. However, the gambit is a risky dance as your guard is weakened by 50%. And it doesn't matter. Okay, so I think I am curious about fasting. But gain 1 extra ingredient when harvesting and learn all alchemical effects when upon tasting. However, your time in the wilds has dulled your caution. Thus, damage from wild animals is increased by 75%. All right. We were looking at skill. Confirm. Could not find MCM. Mod name animated inebriation. Which of the following would you like to do? Try again. Guild added, border added. All right, so we'll have it, try again there. Oh, look at there, look at there. All right, so take sword. Oh, put this stuff in. Let's set them. Ooh, we'll take those, take those. All right, we're gonna take it. All right, here. I don't know why. Okay, calm, candlelight, spark. We'll see what it's like. All right, let's get that. All right, thank you. All right, healing hand for sure. Flame, fury, healing. That's a word. And then I think we already took that. Okay. Choose fate. Didn't we just choose? We chose our fate, right? I don't want to mess anything up. I could have sworn we chose it. All right. Maybe that's not the case. But before we do that, let's get over here. I guess we're gonna start with leather. I always start leather. I don't know why, but yeah. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Ooh, Book of Origins. All right. Yes. No, I'm excited for that. Take that lockpick. What is that? All right. We'll take the torches just in case. Runic stuff. I'm scared. I think we should do the Book of Origins before we test these other guys. We're gonna kill this guy. Take this guy. One. I don't need them. I don't know what igniting the braziers do, so we'll hold off on that for the time being. I'm gonna do this stuff. All right. Oh, spelling. Scale. 2. 8. What made me do that is, and then again, we took the torch, so that means it should work. For some reason, I just felt like dying.
The many paths of fate unfurl before you. Tell me, champion, what does your story say?
I don't know what my story says. Okay, so right now, it's a matter of finding the right one because there are a bunch in here, but basically, I think I always kind of gravitate towards. Mother spent her life searching for answers, and in the end, she found them. The man responsible to escape justice and fled to Skyrim, marked by a ring set with a blue sapphire. You have no idea in which hold he might be, but you intend to find the old man wearing the ring. See justice done. That might be something like sight to see. Huh? All right. So what we're gonna do, you wear the amulet of Mara and dream of a life filled with love, marriage, and a home, perhaps children, things you always wanted. Duty and honor. Native you intend to earn that becoming a fame. The road closed. Sit with rest or be done. There are stories to uncover mysteries to witness inside feeling. Curiosity will guide you to visit every old capital of the landscape. That's the ultimate, right? A man gave his life trying to protect yours. And You have no idea who she might be or where she is. You intend to find her, give her the journey. Years ago, a man named Thalmor saved your life on the road. He died because of you. He carried a journal that mentioned a daughter that lives in Skyrim and how much she meant. I'm a father. I gotta go with it. I have to find the daughter of the knight who saved your life. We will. We will find her. We will give her. Right. I'm gonna.
Three paths stand before you. Strength, wisdom, and shadow. Which flame burns within you?
All right now.
Stand still now. Allow your true
Oh.
shape to emerge.
Okay. Well, we're good. We're good. Okay, we're done. All right. Yes. Yep. All right. That's good to know. All right. And then choose fate.
Another soul seeks the light.
Ha. This is how we
Choose
start.
where your new life shall begin.
Okay. So I'm not a fan of In a Cell with a Stranger. I don't know what that one is. Dude, additional start. Addict. Ooh, that would be something, right? Starting out as an addict somewhere, trying to, and then we realize we got to get our lives back together, and we had a purpose. We had a purpose. All right, rethink your life. What does that mean? I serve silver bloods. That plays right into the whole Markar thing and the whole possibly the Cidna mine stuff. Except, I don't know if it at all. An abandoned prisoner. That is interesting. Um, Usually I always go with shipwrecked, right, or left for dead. One of those two, right? Just start with whatever, and then you pick up whatever you find. But the surviving Thalmor in stasis beneath Skyrim, member of the Thalmor, deep inside the mid. Okay, yeah. So we can be Angie's camp. We can be a beggar, a mercenary, an alchemist. Okay, so the ones in a cell with a stranger. I don't know what that one is. That one's interesting, but I don't want to get stuck in a cell. And then, you have to lockpick your way out or whatever. They never go very well because you get killed right as soon as you try to get out of the cell. All right, so this one isn't bad, right? I don't think this one's bad at all either. Roadside ambush is terrible, and fell in a spike pit. All right, so there's there's a mine with a kind of a mine slash bandit camp just outside of Whiterun, and there's a little pit, right, that you can fall into. Problem is, you fall into it with half your health, and then you have a body there that you can get stuff off of, and then you can try to heal yourself a little bit. And then the problem is, the bandits inside the mine will come at you, and for a level 1 character, you're not strong enough to fight them all off. And then that's where things start to get a little hairy, right? I just think, for poops and giggles, God, and this is one that I always gravitate towards too. We're gonna try that one. But I'm gonna save. I'm gonna create a save right here, and hope that it doesn't get overridden. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is a mod here. Oh, look at that. I'm not sure how you do this, right? I'm assuming that instead of going to the bed and sleeping, where we don't have one, you walk out, examine the room.
Go now, and let your choices echo across the ages. But know this, you may never come back. You may never come back.
Well, that's just
You
rude.
may never.
I can come back if I load that save, which is very possible. So, based on where it puts me, is really what I decide I'm gonna try to do. Okay, we're gonna try, but if it puts me out, makes me a werewolf or a vampire, been there, done that. Not really happy about those. Not really wanting to be one of those. Don't appeal to me at all. So, but I'm willing to work with whatever. But my hope is that when I wake up, I'm waking up inside of a ship, right? Started bounty hunter.
Time to die.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Seriously, we this is how you starting me, right? See, that's what I'm talking about. Um, is it gonna let me dress? Oh, nice. Get him, get him.
You open.
Stop. Okay, see right there. That what is all that extra animation for, right? I hit the thing one time, and then now watch this. Boom. Okay, so we'll have to take a look, right? Obviously, and so that was one of those starts. That was one of those starts that I warned you about, right? Ambushed or whatever. I don't like this. I really don't even. Even though like I got so what? So you get killed, and then you respawn here. We're obviously in Whiterun, probably. This looks like the what's the name in Whiterun. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then so the question is that was that the intent? But even if it was, it sucks. In my opinion, it really does. Now, one of the things I'm gonna have to do is look at the settings real quick. And okay, controller, and it's start. All right, survival mode is on, but I'm gonna turn this down until I'm kind of used to what's going on here. I'm gonna save on travel. I'm gonna save on weight. We're gonna save on rest. Okay, and then I'm gonna put that down, and I'll probably turn these off. And because if I'm not mistaken, what we're supposed to do, and I want to make sure these are on. What we're supposed to do. All right, turn that down just a little bit. Where's the music? Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, there is a mod, right? That right now we're supposed to do what we're supposed to save, and then we basically shut it all down and then reload, and then it's a save mod, right, that changes how things or how things are supposed to work. If I'm not mistaken, if we go into here and which one is it? I can't, yeah, safe save system overhaul, right? And so follow the instructions on the description page to set ID, right? And then so basically this mod actually changes the way Skyrim handles all the saves, and it makes it so that the saves are actually more not going to say more secure, but more like just more just valid, right? And with less risk of them becoming corrupt over time, right? So, and then so I'll be looking into that, but right now I don't want to. Part of me, I gotta be honest with you, I didn't like that start at all. And then part of me wonders, kind of, well, are they supposed to be overpowered so that you just die and then respawn here? I don't like that. That doesn't jive well for me. But I got to be honest. One of the things when we look, you can see this uses ordinator, right? But um, okay, so we do have 3 skill points. It didn't say that, or I didn't see that. So that is a good thing, but I wish I had known that so I could at least got those set. Because I probably would have picked, probably knowing what I know. I just don't know that I even, I don't know. Now I know one of the things you're probably thinking is like, well, could you have blocked it all? And I'm like, I don't know. I probably could have. It's just not something that I thought of right away, and I was trying to get a feel for the swing, the everything, and I gotta be honest with you, I didn't like it. So, all right, this is what we're gonna do though. I'm gonna load this. Oh, ever damned updater script starting. hmm Now, it did say something about please what? Close out and reload. So, here's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to pause and we'll be right back. Okay. We're back. So, saved and reloaded the game. Right. So, this is where we are. Now, I think I made my selection.
Go now, and let your choices echo across the...
And I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Because you know exactly what I said I should have done before I left that I just didn't do this time around either. And so that is very annoying on my part. God damn it. All right, you know what? And then these effers.
You won't leave here alive.
Sit still, man. Sit still. Sit still. Bro. You know what I'm doing? I'm saying F it, man. Cause, all right. So we gave it 2 tries, and it looks like it's just stuck on giving us that one thing every time. So F that. All right. So first things first, right? Can't put on the shit, bro. Yeah, I'm pissed, annoyed. All right. Huh? All right. So we got 3 skill points, right? One, I'm gonna put here. That, archery there. Then, hard choice, right? Alright. So those are the 3 skill points.
Another soul seeks the light.
Yeah.
Choose where your new life
All right.
shall begin.
So I try to leave it
Go
as
now, and let your choices echo across the ages.
I try to leave
But
it as
know
a
this,
random thing,
you
but
may never come back. You
but
may never come back.
they don't really make it so that that's an option, right? Because wait a minute. All right, I must have hit my head when the ship crashed and sunk. My head still hurts. I must get out of here before I run out of air. Okay, we're gonna go to first person simply because that's what's needed right here. We could sleep if we wanted to. Candlelight. All right, there's clothes in here. We're gonna see if there's anything here. Nothing. Okay. All right. Now the reason I go to first person in here is because we're gonna do some swimming. The swimming part. Ooh, potion of water breathing. All right. So first things first. Let's go over here, and then we're gonna favorite that. Okay. Let me see. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Yes. Um, if you don't mess with my D-pad, we're good. You know, I don't like it when you take away my D-pad. Do some leaks. Okay. Oh, jug of milk. Another jug of milk. What's my water looking like? Water. Okay. These are. What do you got? That's all. They got. All right. What did we pick up? All right. We got this. We got an iron long mace. Right. What's the damage on this guy? 5. What's the damage? 3. What the frick is this damage crap? Right? Probably because we don't have the skill. All right, so we got an iron sword, a northern iron dagger. But we have the war axe, which is the so far the best thing we got. All right, so I think, ooh, that looks terrible. It's the same. So privateer boots. All right, we're gonna put the sea dog cape on. All right. The only issue I would have, in truth, all right, I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, that's way better. Way better than what we that. I don't like the look of the leather. It looks it's just awful, and the skirt. Yeah. All right. Oh shoot! You know, I don't know why I clicked on it because I saw it say empty. All right, we're stuck. We're stuck, and we're running out of water, out of air. Okay. We can't drink the potion while underwater, which is and I don't like the fact that it's not locked. So something's happening. All right, let's go back. All right. I didn't want to drink it until I found the second one, so I knew how much, so I would know what I could go with. Here's the second one. Cabbage, apples. Come on, what's in there? Goat cheese. Okay. Apples. I didn't want to take those. Ooh, some dirt. We were down 2 to 1. All right. I think these are taking us 2 different ways, and I'm concerned that, but first things first. How long is it? Get down there. Get down there. Waste not, want not. See? So it puts us in a different area. Yep. And you're killing me. You're absolutely killing me. This one is different because it is different than the normal shipwreck start, where as soon as you come out, you have to swim to the surface. And hopefully not die before you die. Oh. Alright, so the other thing is the AP drink. Alright, so we want to go south. Alright. So, not a fan of the stamina drain. And then, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be any stamina drain. I'm just thinking, and then again, I mean, there are a couple of things in play, right? One, right? Yeah. It is, you no air and you're trying to get to the surface. So yeah, that's gonna strain you. That is gonna be a strain on you. What I don't like is how quickly it drains. You see, that's a pretty quick drain, I think. Now, unless there's a swimming skill so that you become a better swimmer, right? So that's what we look like. And then don't get me wrong, I got no problem with it. Really, dude. Now, a lot of times I don't turn on the survival mechanics until you've gotten till you got to land. You know what I mean? Because I gotta be honest with you, I don't think the game was written when the way the game was written, the way everything was laid out for it a specific way, right? And then they eventually added the survival stuff. So the original, the way everything starts or whatever is based on something is you can see without. And so everything that we do is written based on not without survival, how do you say, top of mind, right? Without considering the survival part of it. So technically, we're freezing to death. More than likely, just if we got cold enough and started taking damage, you're just not going to make it, right? Because of the distance you have to travel to get to land. And you know what I mean? So it's not a consideration that was, taken in when all this stuff when all this stuff was added, and now you're like, oh, we should revamp this a little bit. We should figure this out. And I'm not saying, well, then yeah, you should make it so that you have no problem getting to land. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, well, you have to take all those things into consideration and ensure that, you know what you've added isn't just going to instantly kill or slowly kill the player before the player ever gets a chance to get anywhere, especially when they don't have anything. You didn't give them, you didn't give me any potions, for frost. You didn't, I don't have any snowberry extract or anything like that. And, but like I said, I've seen it and I've had it happen where trying to swim across here has caused damage, and where you don't get to your destination because you just die before you ever get there. What is that? Are those rats? Okay. All right. So first things. Now this is not the way we're supposed to do it. I believe. I just don't remember what the hotkey is. I think it's F5. Like really. So forgive me. What am I going to put? I'm gonna put this. Then let's favorite that. Why you got me even first person? I didn't go. Now, for me to play Skyrim, there's a couple of things I need. One is unlimited rings and amulets, right? Skyrim's unlimited rings and amulets. Right now, that doesn't actually come into play at all because we haven't found it. But another thing is lootable crates. God damn it. Like, quick loot. Necklace of water. That would have been nice to have on the ship. I am a looter. So I am a looter, big time. So we'll take that too. I love quick loot to a point. I'm not gonna mess with the dog backpack. What's a dog backpack? Why do we have dog beds? A dog ball, a dog bed, a dog harness. And look, a dog harness and barrel. A dog harness and lantern. Look how much these things are worth. How much are they heavy? Okay. Okay. I can't argue. Alright, this travel pack. Oh, dang. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Man, I wanted to do that. Alright. So we got a bunch of extra stuff in our inventory right now. Maybe we don't. Alright. I just want to see what it looks like. These travel packs, I don't know what they do for you. Well, I think they're part of, if you fast travel, you use them. I think. I don't know. Okay, so what else did we grab? What else? Extra. Read on about it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go value. Okay. what's our weight? Oh, so we're getting close. Okay, so this is for the dog, right? Because I don't think we would wear that ourselves. And then you have this. It's a dog back, but I don't think it's what we would be wearing, right? And then I sure enough wouldn't be wearing a dog harness, right? I mean, oh wait, oh, so this hooded cape. Okay, I see. I see. I like. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, it's making sense. All right. So I want to wear that, which is hidden. Um, the boots are the same, right? Nope, nope, they are not. Okay. You know what? I never did unload it. To lighten my load. Look at the heaviest things. And okay, that Warhammer. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Alright, let's see. You know what? You're not worth it. You guys are. I'm gonna stick with only one dagger. The tricone hat is 16. So they're both 16. Okay, this is. Those are not needed. Those needed. Ragged robes. I don't know what scrub clothes are needed. Alright, wait, let's see what this is. Oh, okay, there we go. Here we go. Okay. Nice. Nice. Alright, put that on. That's all I needed. Put those away, because I don't need those. Okay. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. I don't know why that song is kind of like stuck in my head. It is. Anything? Oh, need lock. I'm kind of curious. I'm just curious from a visual aspect. Right. Oh, there's a skeleton. There's a skelly. All right. Ooh, let's get some mead in up in this. Mead. All right. I think I already got to. Okay. All right, there we go. I know. Fine. Harvested the starterfish. That's starterfish. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Switch. First person. Another. Check this out. We're gonna go take a look. See what we can discover. Oh my gosh, everybody and their cousin's seeing me. Like the whole world has got eyes on. I'm inside. I just went indoors. Open that. Open that. All right. We're gonna leave some stuff. That's for some. Oh my gosh. No, wrong door. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I'm just getting older. So there's my excuse. What's yours? How do you explain what you saw? Hmm? How do you explain what you saw? Holy cow. I'm gonna run out of arrows. I'm gonna run out of arrows unless I can reclaim some of these. This little light. Okay, get out of my head. Oh yeah. God. Yes. Please, thank you. May I have another? Okay. There's a door right here. That was a big mud crab. How many lockpicks I got? I don't know. 16? Right? And my skill is 10. Damn it. Oh, it stays where it was. Um, it's gonna be extra hard because we don't have any points. On the toast. Yep, I'm ready to quit. Because I think it's going to be extra hard. Because we haven't thrown a point I think we're combating that part. All right. That's for that. That just goes to show you the way that we missed. Did we not get our arrows back from? And then maybe we should let them bleed. I'm seeing that I'm shooting, but yeah, we didn't get our arrows. 41. Very curious about these roads, but dang it, nab it. Where did he go? Curious where the right? No berries. So, just so you know, where you? I think we are being attacked. I just see. So, just so you know, these crates would not have anything in them if it wasn't for the mod of looting. So, if you were to make it to here, and you're sitting in it, wait a minute, put it on ice. I can't. My crates don't have anything. Well, no arrows. I didn't want to take the fork. I wanted to take the arrow. Alright, so there's the books. There's experience for reading them. Okay. Current stress. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so just so we're all on the same page here, right? And it doesn't matter if you agree or not. The page that I'm talking about is my feelings about this mod. It is, in fact, my least favorite mod that I've seen. Well, nope. The Wheeler is my least favorite. Then this one. Now, I have not grown to accept it, but I have, in other lists where it's included, I am working to get it to be able to actually use it. So, yes, I was very pleased to see that it was not here. My understanding is that it's a great mod for like magic users and such. I'm not a magic user. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your blessing. My characters hardly are ever magic users. Oh, nice. See that shot? Difficulty 1.3. That was the first time I've seen it pop up. I can't say it. That's been popping up all along. And I just haven't been paying attention to it. think I prefer the Ranger boots, but they're not as good. So we're gonna go back here. Uh-huh. And then we're gonna come back here. So we got this one. We're wearing that one. All right, so we got 2 rings, frost resistance, and you can see we can only choose one or the other. When you see the icon like this for the rings, then we should be able to wear multiple. But if you see the icon look like this, then that means we probably can only wear the one. I was curious about that, so I'm kind of curious what it looks like. We'll put it on for now, and then we'll see later. Oh my god. Seriously? Oh snap. Alright. F me, man. Okay, so this is one, and this is what this is going to be, alright, so this will be a discussion that we're going to have. Am I in the water? I'm not in water. Am I in water? I feel like I am. What's my weight? Why is it all of a sudden 306? What happened? I know. Why did it? What in the frick happened that we got our weight so high? Well, either something, right? Does that make sense at all? Like, did I pick something up along? That all of a sudden just decided, hey, by the way, you're gonna weigh more. All right, so let's go. Okay, so I think one of the things that we saw, right? One of the things we saw initially, right there, is once we were out of stamina, we couldn't attack. So, and then, am I against that? No, no. Does that make sense to me? Yeah, it makes perfect sense. If you have no stamina left, yeah, of course. So, yeah, no, I'm not gonna. You know, I thought I could take it, right? I thought I did. Alright, so this is more advanced stuff. Even though it's worth some money, and right now this is. Oh, value per weight. Okay, there it is. All right. Right now, my inventory, I gotta pay attention to it. Until I know that I don't have other stuff. Okay. Reinforced backpack. Okay. Now I added bandoliers, the bandoliers mod. So we'll see if that one actually does come through. So yes, I have a list of mods that I just refuse to play without. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's the value. Okay. Okay. So there's mods that, like I said, I won't play Skyrim, right? Generally, it's Skyrim Unlimited amulets. It is the Bandoliers mod and lootable crates, lootable dragon, no Dawn Guard crates, and so those mods all Skyrim unlimited rings and amulets. So generally, those are like basically the only ones that I won't play the game without. Otherwise, I'll just go, I'll wing it. Am I caring too much already? Oh, all right. Here, put that. Oh, nice. Okay. Which is kind of funny, because that means I can grab these back, right? If they're worth some money. Right, I can't see my. So what we'll do is we'll switch weapons. Okay. And we'll switch. Switch some of these some more. Let's not run into the. Also, maybe avoid the wolves. That's weird how it jumps. Right? Into first person. Mhm. Oh, look at this! What in the world? That's not a dragon, is it? And just think I hit the trigger twice. Barnacle boat. Ooh, snap. There's too much flourish. We were Sword of Brew. That's should be a shack. All right, so we got to look at that. All right, we're getting very cold. Time is elapsed. I don't know how much time, but time is elapsed. I'm 100% against that. So, let's see how I know what you're saying. And yeah, no, I don't have a valid argument that says time should not. In truth, in real life, yeah, it takes time to skin an animal. So no, you can't. I can't argue that time. I can't give you a valid argument as to why time should not elapse in this situation. Um, my argument really is just in the fact that, well, in truth, for me, it's a game, right? And I know we want to have this perception of realism and, that, the game is, holding true to life. But the truth being told, it is a game. It is a game in a fantasy setting. So realism is out the window right off the bat, right? So that's one thing. And the other is there are so many different things that are happening. Would you like to explore the depths of the vision? Okay. Nice. Right. I don't have anything to add to it. So it's kind of like, some things skinning an animal, right? Because of the mechanics and the dynamics of the game. Unless, I can see if we decided, okay, you know what? We're just gonna play and we're gonna be a blacksmith or we're gonna be a whatever, or a hunter, and that's it. And it's like, okay, well, then yeah, makes sense. But that's not how we're really doing it, right? That's not the end all be all. It's not. It isn't our purpose. It's not what we're trying to achieve. So for me, it's like it is something that I'm okay not having in the game, and that is the time passed. So I shut that off. I turned it off. Because to me, it's a deterrent. Alright, what is it? Alright, this code level's reduced by 200. Code level, so you know what we're gonna do? Those has be. So we got, and yep, your code level's reduced, and then live. Sorry, so we got stuff. Snowberry. Look at that! Holy cow! We can make a buttload of salmon steaks, crab legs. All right. Slaughterfish scales. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this animation stuff because it's not necessary, right? Here's the thing: if I see it once, I don't need to keep seeing it over and over and over, right? And then to me, it's like you're wasting your time. And in this game, time is a precious commodity because time flies faster in the game than it does in real life, right? And then we did set it back to 8 minutes every 1 minute, right? So every 1 minute in the real world, 8 minutes flies, goes by in this game. So right now it's just you're wasting my time. You know what I mean? You're wasting my time. I'd rather just click on it, harvest it, and then go. Right? We're looking for. There's Dawnstar Ferris, and then there's a Jeep character. So we want. Okay, there it is. Rest of these. Oh shit. No, we're not fighting trolls. Why? Because we barely survived the daggone what do you call it? Wolves. Notice this. Meat. Here's several. Are those more wolves? That's it. Fight them. Not me. Where am I? Okay. Is he gonna go fight the workers? Well, I mean, we can have a little bit of it, right? Do you see what little damage we're actually doing? We just have to hold the workers. Look at that one limp away. Oh god. And look at us just stupidly stand there. Why would you run? He knows better than to come down. You know what? We're gonna run in here. Put the weapon away. He comes in. You coming in? How many people do you think he'll take out? He's already healed. He knows better.
Mercy! I cannot best you.
I cannot best you. No idea who still hanging out there? Somebody's gonna walk in there. Hey. Dang it.
Fight.
Hey guys, I scared him off for you. I did. I scared him off for you. But I look down there and I'm going, is that the troll? I think I have a pickaxe on. Should be pretty warm in here. Yay. Alright, sit here. Red, stamina, more. Okay. Now, I come in here because one, there's a crate here that will sometimes have something decent in it. There's a crate here. Get on it, wheat roll, and then down here. Okay. Then we got this right here. We'll take a look. Is this worth something? What's our weight? Right. Okay, so we can't do anything there. Yeah, I'm lost. I got this way. Come around. There's a crate here. Pause it here. Okay. And then get some cheese. I think. Alright, apples, carrots. Right. Okay, so first thing, I usually
The
do
people here are
that so
still
that I
plagued
can come
with
out here and talk
nightmares.
to
It's
Miguel.
unnatural.
Covered in blood.
And then, you see,
The Imperials think us all
So I'm looking for work.
If you don't mind digging, I own the Quicksilver mine. It's a better life than working in that damned Ironbreaker mine with all those milk drinkers.
And then normally you can sell the ore that we just mined to him and get a pretty
All right,
decent money for each, but now that's not the case.
Hello.
So now we're kind of stuck with the ore, and that
Quiet
takes
enough
away
now.
a
When the sun goes
significant
down, you best keep on your guard.
piece, a significant piece of one of the things you do right off the bat to get yourself some money, get yourself a good, decent amount of money right off, right for the first thing. So let's eat something because our stomach is saying, "Hey, you're hungry as all get up." All right, so let's eat some cheese, some milk, and where's my bread? And we'll see if that actually does. And then I'm gonna come over here because I want to see if you don't know how to use this yet. Got it. Not that stuff. There's a Nord mead just sitting on the ground.
Hi there.
Hey,
Stay safe, I hope.
that wasn't your mead, was it, kid? Okay, so we can't do anything without
Old Lady
planning on.
Rita is a grouch, but she sure can whip
Um,
a cure for the Rattle Falls.
I am going to go to the other mine. Might as well while we're out here. And then in here, see, we could mine some iron ore, but you don't even get as much money for it. But you do got milk, lockpick, and then over here you got this book, which isn't giving us anything. Something broke right off the bat. Frostmarium over here. And then you have these barrels. Here we go. Okay. Let's go to first person so we know which one we're looking at. I don't think it's gonna be anywhere.
One side, coming through.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
No, I found it. I found it. I was just there. Was it yours?
Looking to hire a boat?
I am.
I can take you to any port on the coast.
I like to hire you.
Where you headed?
I don't. Oh, so I got two choices. I think both of them are cold. I think for where we want to end up, I think I'm going to go to Windhelm.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
Okay. So now, remember, we have to do the quest in Markarth, the Cidna mine quest, and then I think there is a quest in Solitude, and I think it's the one with Patima. You know what I mean? Where you have to go into the cave and there's this cult in there that's trying to raise Fatima. I think that's the one it's referencing. I have to double check. Alright. Now we're in.
Looking to hire a boat?
And the very first thing I do is I run over to these crates. Because sometimes the lootable crates mod will work in our favor. And ooh, what is it? All right. So the Nadachi. All right. So I'm gonna say neither one of them is worth it to us right now. I am going to just put you because the other one I can sell maybe some money for. Get rid of that one. Alright, peace out.
I wish the Nords, Argonians, and Dark Elves in Windhelm got along better.
The Imperialists think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
Just realized there's my hat just hanging down behind me. Ooh, butter. Butter. Still don't know how to use that. Be honest with you, we haven't really seen much as far as load times, but this is a good load. Okay, so you can see we come over here. This is normally I'm gonna say I don't know that lootable crates is altering what's in these barrels at all. And then you can see these crates here. If they're vanilla or added by Dawnguard, then my mod will work. It's not my mod, but the mod that I added will work. But if it's not, if it's added by another mod, it won't work without a patch. All right. So sometimes we'll see like JK Skyrim or something like that, where all these extra pieces are added. You know, like right here, it's actually pretty interesting that those actually work. You are tired, and our follower cannot follow us,
The Imperials think we need their
um,
allies.
which is kind of interesting because I didn't know we had a follower.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood.
Is he now?
Oh, Grimbar. Always with the nonsense. No, no, of course not.
Come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
Oh, I hate these
We
two.
haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
No.
You've come to the wrong city then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow
Is
thinking.
he drunk?
Unworthy of one such as you.
Hey, does the name Thalmor say anything to you?
Nah, I don't think so.
Why would anybody think you're a spy?
Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us.
It's always like
And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
I heard that. Well, they look like those guys were actually giving you some trouble. You
Nothing
okay?
new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one.
Wow. Okay. Well, look, you know what? I like you. And you look like you can handle your mead, right? How about we put a little wager, 100 septims? Say I can outdrink you?
I think I'll pass. Maybe someone at the local tavern will oblige you.
Okay. All right. I was just trying to help you get your mind off of things. Okay. Peace. Man, I'm all kinds of
Imperials renounced
shit, right?
They laid
Man.
down before the Thalmor.
Don't want to steal. Is it all stealing? Okay. What's over here? Nothing. Here. Of course. What's our weight? Alright, we're right there. We're right there. Ooh, a Deidre heart. Okay. And what's on below? What's the top? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. You know what? Let me just get over here. Hey, Jorah. You're in the way. You're in the way, bud. You're in the way too, bud. Alright. Hey,
I don't
you're on
haggle. If you want a lower price, look elsewhere.
Well, oh gosh. Are you laughing at me? Right? What do you got for sale?
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, guess what? How much gold? I got 761. Is that right? Is that what I got? That's my gold, I'm thinking. All right. So first things first. Let me sell that to you. All right. Let me sell that. Okay, so you got 761. I got 2400. Oh, that's right. I did have 2000 to start. All right. For some reason, this is red. So I think I'm getting a good deal with this. Right? That's what I think you're trying to tell me. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ooh. They look interesting. Oh, that looks interesting. Southbound warmers. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and. All right. Let's see. What's my weight? Let's see. What can we sell? Not that. That. Okay, we can sell all the dog stuff. Should sell this. All right. Oh, let's get rid of these. All right. Okay. And does she have anything that's really gonna help us out? Soap. Did I see soap? Can we take baths? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take that. And then we already have a reinforced backpack. This doesn't give us any more. So we have one of these. Kind of. Okay. Nice. Whoa. All right. How many did we agree on? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for your custom.
Let's do this.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the
Another
soldiers
necklace.
these days?
Oh yeah. I didn't expect anything from those.
Assorted wares and tools you just can't live without. Come and see for yourself. buying and selling a wide range of assorted goods. The best selection in Windhelm.
You go about your business. Sadly, you don't know how to use that stuff. What you got?
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Chevalier's hood. Crimson archer gloves, fur gauntlets. A hunting bow. Interesting. Oh, we have a ton of stuff. Let's see. This is his, right? Wait, this is us. Not getting much back at all.
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Thank you. I need a bath. I got soap. Hey, Spars. Let's go in and pay them a visit.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Yes?
What are you doing all the way up here? Oh, look at this. Eternal Flame. Monthly event. Wow. Alduin has not been defeated yet. Okay, so no holidays until he's defeated already.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor.
Alright. Yeah, I'd like to rent a room. I'd like to rent a room for a night, or I'd like to rent a room. I'd like to rent a bath. If I rent a room for the night, can I get a bath as well? Which is why it's 50 for the room and 25 for the bath, or is this just something totally different? Huh?
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Alright, does that come with the bath?
I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Thank you. Gracias.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I do need a bath.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese
So-
if you're after a bite to eat. Of course.
Okay, so no. Am I clean?
Mind
I'm
you
clean.
don't get fresh with Susanna.
Nice.
She plays the flirt, but it's just to get good tips.
Okay. Hey, look. I'm gonna take that. Because it's just sitting there saying take instead of steal. There's a book over here. Excuse me. Hello? Yes, thank you. There's a book right there. I'm not gonna steal it.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the dragonborn comes.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
Power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's
You didn't hear it from me, but if you want a real drink, try the Corner Club in the Grey Quarter.
The dragonborn comes.
Hey, Susanna.
For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know,
Hey, Viola.
you'll know the dragonborn's
Any corner.
Right? To be around in hey, I am very tired. We will sleep for a little bit. We will wake up, we will snack, and then we will go back to sleep. I'm getting hungry. Of course I'm getting hungry. Some milk, some cooked beef, and that should be good enough. Okay, I am fed. Let's go 6 hours. Alright. Now, technically, we could try to steal all this stuff. Alright, let's go. Morning time. And we're all clean. We're gonna head over to Kynes Grove real quick. There's some more crates over there in the mine. And then I think we should take a carriage ride on over to Markard.
Wouldn't wander here alone. Come on now. My carriage is the safest way to travel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh. What is that? Oh, and a quarter staff. Blue Mountain Flower.
There was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorik's head.
Alright, let's get up there. Pines Grove. Or some chicken egg. Oh, the chickens look like they want to do something. They're like, hold on. Those are ours. Alright, let's see what we got available here. Not much, actually. Oh, look. Hey, lady. Mr. Roggy. They actually sleep outside instead of in the inn. Hey, yo. Now, normally I would go in here and start mining, right? With the hope of, you know, getting a bunch of malachite and selling it all to Guild for a good bit of money. That's not going to be the case. Wrong way. Well, let's check out these trees. I'm gonna need to go lay down. Still not 100% over my cold, so part of me wants to at least still go ahead and mine for any XP that we may get once we start. If we grab that skill, smithing, we can then probably, you know, put the ore together and sell ingots and still make some money off of it. Well, restorative brew and an empty. Excuse me. Alright. Oh, wait. We'll take some frostberry. We'll take some garlic. Salt. Garlic. See, now, usually, you get all these veins. You can come out with a decent bit and get about 400 gold from Guild by selling him all the ore you dug up. Problem now is you're going to ask him if he needs any help, and he's going to say he'll do it. And that's it. But we're going to change it just in case. So there's a bunch of crates right here. This one Okay. Do we? Staff of ore extraction. What is that? Okay.
Stay
And
out
I
of
don't
trouble,
think we can
Imperial.
use that, right? And I don't. I think we're ready to level up, but I think we might have to like put on it. Potatoes. Oh, what's around here? And then see, right?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks,
Okay,
and
hey,
warm beds.
hey, yo.
Welcome to Kynes Grove.
You see?
Ah,
Can you
bunch
tell me
of
about it?
lazy rabble trying to make a living. Can't get better workers in because everyone's afraid of the tomb up above the mine. Dead dragons. It hasn't moved since Ysgramor, and it's not going to start now. Superstitious milk drinkers.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey, you look like you can handle yourself pretty well. 100 septums say I can drink you?
I don't really feel like drinking.
Oh. Okay.
I've never seen you before. Leave me alone.
Oh. What a little punk. Alright. Read that. Yep, we're getting experience for that. Mark my map. And then what's the other one? Wait. Yeah, okay. Let's talk to Miss. Oh, hey, Ganna.
Seen the remnants of the grove? That? Well, that was me. Me and my sister.
Oh, okay. Hey, are things not going well for you?
We got the mill up and running before we found out that the big stand of trees on the hill was sacred. Now we can't cut them, and we can't afford to buy another mill somewhere else. So we scrounge whatever we can from around the tundra.
Okay, I understand. You know what? I know you probably heard me say this to Kjeld over there, but you, on the other hand, I was just giving him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? He doesn't really look like he can handle himself, but you do. You look like you can really handle your mead. How about 100 septums say that I can outdrink you? What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Everybody, cowards. Oh gosh. Hey, where's Idra?
Did you
Hey,
see?
Idra.
Poor Rogie. If you're feeling charitable, buy the Nordham mead. He's good for it.
Okay, all right. Hey, look, I'm looking for some work. You got any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of
Okay.
the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
All right, cool. Thank you. Hey, I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Hey, does the name Thalmor say anything to you?
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it. Who's Rogie?
He's been in Kynesgrove forever.
Hmm?
Great storyteller. Keeps everyone's spirits up.
Oh.
Owes me a lot of coin for drinks. I keep telling him not to worry about it, but he's got the stubborn Nord blood. Damn fool doesn't have the coin to pay me back, so he just beats himself up over it, and then he gets thirsty, and it cycles all over again.
Okay, what if I talk to him?
If you could convince him that I don't care about his tab, it'd certainly make me feel better.
All right, cool. Okay.
I'll show you to your room.
Oh, thank you. Oh, let's read this message right now. By the order of Ulfric Stormcloak, to all able-bodied men and women of the East March, bandits located in Winter War have been harassing, robbing, and attacking citizens and visitors. A reward will be offered to anyone who kills their leader. Okay.
Right this way.
You know, it seems a little ironic. Hold on. I'll be right there. Oh my gosh, bloomin' blue flower tea. Oh, I'm actually gonna make. Okay.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Oh, look at this. Fried. Okay. Gourd soup. Yes, please. Sobriety concoction sobers you up if you're inebriated. Oh, we might need that, actually. Okay. Well, we're challenging everybody to a drinking contest. All right. If I was paying attention, she went in here when she was saying she was showing us to our room. So we have to assume this is our room. Okay. I'm just gonna sleep for an hour. See if there it is. Boom. All right. We need more help. That is a given. And guess what we also need? We need some smithing. Oh, come on. No. Are you telling me I need like a smithing book or something? No. So we're going to hold on to that point until we get ourselves a smithing book. Seriously?
I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the business.
Yeah, hold on. I need to talk to you.
Yes?
All right.
I'd better get going.
Well,
Yeah,
this is
you go
really
ahead.
quite a nice
Hey,
town when
does
you
she
get
look
down
like
to
she
it.
can handle
Just look at the
me?
view.
I bet
See
she
ya.
would. Oh, look, I am ready. All right, if we wanted any goes.
Yes?
So any goes in the game. We know that. Now we know that for sure. Do you not have a, what's the name table? A brew station type thing?
Got some nice comfy beds at the Braidwood Inn if you're looking to flop down somewhere.
I did just plop down. So I could level up. So that is our start with Numidium. Okay? So obviously there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do when you go into Skyrim. But the one thing that we really need to do and focus on is getting ourselves over to Markarth, get that stuff all done and out the way. So there's quite a bit we're going to be doing over there. I don't know if I don't want to get a companion yet if I got to go do the Cidna mine thing. Main reason is because if we go do the Cidna mine thing, I don't know what happens to your companions and you got to go find them over again because they don't go down there with you, I don't believe. So you got to do the Cidna mine thing first. And then the again, like I said, if I can remember what it's the exact name of it, but I believe is the Patima quest. Patima is the spirit that this cult is trying to call back into existence. And then now you have to, and then so I think that's one of the missions that Firebeard, I believe his name is. He gives you when you're trying to help out Elisiv over there. Now the thing is, I don't know if that's actually an absolute necessary thing. So I have to research that a little bit more. But for sure, we have to do the Cidna Mine quest line as part of the road to becoming High King of Skyrim. So, and there you are. You're looking at him right there. The next High King of Skyrim, Goku Kalame. Right? Right? Looks like a king, doesn't he? Not at all. But this is as close as you're going to get. Okay. Guys, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace.